What is up, my friends? Welcome back. I'm the Zim. This is the Zim video. Check it out, yo. This is what we're calling top work quick tips, and this time we're going to be talking about top 5 best tips for free-to-play players, according to me, according to the Zim. Be sure to subscribe to the channel before you go any further. Number 1 tip is to play regular and clear all your quests and clear all your red dots. Basically, if you're free to play, you really got to make the most of the game by collecting as much kind of resources in the broad sense of the term as you can. Not only resources on resource tiles and things like that, but resources in terms of wherever the game gives you free stuff, component chests, gems, everything like that, including, if you can remember, collect your daily gems that you can get from watching ads and things like that. You can get, I think, 300 gems per day depending on the server you're on. So things like that. So free-to-play players, number 1 tip, play every day and clear all the quests you can. Some of the quests and some of the little things that you can do are kind of hidden throughout the throughout the game in different places. One example I like to give is in Expedition Base. There's a place in the ranking where you can get some rewards from that. So check that out. I missed that early on when I first started playing. Number 2 best tip is to get in the best alliance you can. Try to hold off potentially on having any loyalty to any one alliance at first. Just play in the alliance, donate to alliance tech, do all the things you need to do, be a good alliance member within that alliance. However, a lot of the better alliances, a lot of the stronger alliances require like minimum base levels and things like that. So just build up your base till you get to a point where then you can kind of apply to a new alliance and get into a better and bigger alliance. Because the reason you want to do that is because there's usually a lot more pay-to-play players in the bigger, more active alliances. So once you get involved with the pay-to-play players, you get, because they're paying for the game, they give you things like gifts. There are alliance gifts that you get for the pay-to-play players. So you'll get a lot more gems and things like that without even having to pay for them. So that's pretty great. So try to get into the best alliance you can, or at least a good one. Maybe not the best one on your server. You don't have to. Eventually you can get to a point, if your alliance is doing really well and there's some pay to play players in it, then you can start to have some loyalty to that alliance. But at first, just kind of work your way up and try to get into the best alliance you can on your server. Number 3, most important thing to remember is having the right mindset, realizing that you are a free-to-play player, so you're not going to be the strongest player on your server in the game. You're going to be, you're just going to have to need a different kind of mindset. So you're going to want to try to avoid getting discouraged or depressed or frustrated by the fact that you aren't going to be the strongest player. You have to find other ways to play the game that are fun. I'm a big, I like to focus on my gold production. I like to focus on gathering as many component chests and things like that as I can. So those are kind of things you'll need to do. The battle part of the game maybe not be as much of a priority for you because you're a free-to-play player. So finding other elements of the game that are fun for you to kind of engage with. Number 4, pick a support class. Again, so coming off of the last idea of having the right mindset, there are 2 main classes, Combat Elite and Mechanical Master. And the Mechanical Master class is a class that you can pick that is a support class, that then, because you're not paying a lot to be somebody that's going to win ruins and win events and things like that, you will be able to support those other players that will be doing that by building resource facilities and other facilities on your map that will help those bigger players achieve those kind of goals. So that's something to consider. Number 5 is to be aware of the culture of the game and the culture of your server, and not be kind of a bad human when playing the game. Essentially, every server has a different kind of culture within it, and from different kind of rules, in kill event days, base levels such X 5 or plus minus 5s, or no hits on those kind of things, no tiles. There's all these little rules and regulations that servers will set up, and being a good steward of those rules that are on the server instead of being someone that's just wants to cause trouble for everybody. I think that's the 5th most important thing you can remember, is to be just a good steward of the game, and be aware that there's a culture, be aware that there's kind of rules and ideas that the server is trying to implement, and just support the the culture that's on the server, rather than being someone that's going to disrupt the culture of the server. And if you do have a problem with some of the rules and ideas, bring it up civilly. There's lots of places to do it. Oftentimes the R5s on a server all kind of start to get to know each other. There's probably a Discord for your server, so you can start to talk about ideas on the Discord. You can talk about it in private messages to certain players. Find the right avenues to talk to your server and the people that are kind of trying to make the server run smoothly, and you want to implement different rules. Find those avenues. Discord's probably your best bet for that. All right, those are my top 5. Real quick recap. Number 1, play regular. Number 2, get into the best alliance you can. Number 3, have the right mindset for the fact that you are a free-to-play player. Number 4, pick a support class when you get to pick your class. That's at level 45. And then number 5, be a good steward of the game by understanding the culture that is on your server. All right. Be sure to subscribe and check out the live show. It happens 3 times a week. Check out the channel, the community post on the Zim video for updated times when those shows are happening. I hope to see you in the live chat. All right, until next time, be loving, kind, and patient. Peace.